let's take a walk inside the chiller plant room. When I just enter the room, at the left hand side are all the chilled water pumps. As you can see, they are installed at the chilled water return pipes. And right beside the pumps, there are 4 boxes. The boxes are connected to the motor of the pump, and they are the variable speed drives used for modulating the motor speed to control the chilled water flow rate. Let's continue the walk. This big piece of equipment is none other than the chiller. You can see the condenser shell and expansion valve from this side. And if we walk around it, and this part is the evaporator shell, and you can see that it's very well insulated. The compressor is at the top of the unit. At this angle, you can see the chilled water pipes and condenser water pipes connected to the chiller, and is connected to the evaporator and condenser shell respectively. The blue pipes are the chilled water pipes and the green pipes are the condenser water pipes. These are the flow meters for the individual chiller, measuring the chilled water flow and condenser water flow. And right beside it, it is the DDC panel that houses the building management system, direct digital controllers and I/O modules. Let's open up the panel and take a look inside. There are many pairs of cables going into these I/O modules, and all these pair of cables are from the field devices, namely the sensors, actuators, VSD of the various equipments. These are the motor control centers. In short, we call it MCC. At the MCC, you can power on or off the various equipment manually, such as the chillers, pumps, and cooling towers. However, we seldom do that except during servicing and maintenance, as the start-stop controls of all these equipments are done through the BMS. And usually the power meters are attached to the MCC, and you can check the power, current or voltage reading from the panel over here. Now, let's take a look at the second chiller. Every chiller will have a panel attached to it, and you will be able to do localized controls or data verification over here. The equipment nameplate is also attached to show some basic specifications of this chiller, such as the model number, cooling capacity, types of refrigerant used, etc. Again, right below the chiller is the expansion valve, and on top of the chiller is the compressor. And now you can have a clearer angle of how it actually looks like. And again, these are the VSD that controls the condenser water pump and cooling towers at the rooftop. Finally, we have the condenser water pumps at the other side of the plant room, which are installed at the condenser water supply pipes, pumping the water towards the chiller. Now, let's go to the rooftop. The green condenser water pipes carry the condenser water all the way up to the rooftop, and the reason is because the cooling towers are located over here. Over here there are 4 cooling towers, and maybe let's take a look at how it looks like at the top of the tower. From this angle, you can see the fans and motors of the cooling towers. Right now, only one cooling tower is in operation and is right behind, so let's take a closer look at it. Although I cannot really see the fan blades, I can hear the fan is in operation. And if you look at the side of the tower closely, you can see water trickling down the tower wall. The purpose is to spread out the water to increase the surface area, hence increasing the rate of evaporation. And that's the end of the chiller plant tour. Thank you.